Which brand, you might ask? Well, Le Cafe. Milk from, you know, our well-trusted local dairymen who bring milk cans, milk jugs on their bicycles and on their motorbikes. So that kind we're going to use. And well, what else? Well, ice. Apron is on, milk is right here, coffee is here, ice is here. We're going to make cold coffee. So first step, guys, first step, I know you must know, it's pouring the milk into the pan. By the way, I'm making this for my sister, who voluntarily said that she will drink this, even though this might not turn good, because I'm not my mother, I'm not a good barista, but you know, we're going to just wing it. Winging the coffee, हम स्वाद अनुसार कॉफी डालेंगे, which should be 1-2 teaspoon. I think it's enough. I think it's enough. It is enough. Anyways, beauty standard. Let's talk about it. So, I'm just a normal girl, man. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. So, how is it so frustrating to be a girl? And why do we girls have to be all maintained all the time? Like, look at my hair. Look at my hair. It's not waxed, right? But I do not feel anything bad about it. Like, me not waxing my hair is my choice. It's my choice. If I want to, I will. If I don't want to, I won't. And I really clearly do not want to, because it's been summers in 2 months and I'm not waxed my hair. And mind you, I do not plan to do either, right? I do not plan to wax my hair from my arms or my legs or any part of my body for that matter. And honestly, I feel okay. I feel nice. I feel good. I feel hot. But you know, still, it comes with a bit of guilt. I feel like, oh, I should, you know, when I go out, I feel like I should wax my arms. I do not look good, perhaps. I do not look, you know, I do not look girly enough, and I do not look, you know, well mannered. And I don't know, I don't even know the words for, you know, I don't look like a baby's bottom. You know, I don't look as smooth as a baby's bottom would, but I look like I look fine. I look like myself. I don't need to be worrying about waxing my hair, going through all that pain. By the way, funny story, in my class 12th farewell, right? So I'm a hairy girl, as you can see. As you can clearly see, I'm a very hairy girl. So in my class 12th, what happened was that, you know, I was to wear a sari for the first time. No, not actually for the first time. I wore a sari before in class 8th. Teachers Day celebration. I was a teacher to a bunch of students. So yeah, by the way, I forgot sugar, so let me get sugar. Hold up the story, we're going to continue. Yes, we got sugar, and you guessed it right, it's also going to be swad anusar. So yeah, in class 12th, when I was to, you know, wear the sari, so what I did was I wanted to get my stomach waxed, because I felt, oh, I'd be getting my hair from like my arms removed and on my legs removed, so might as well get it from like removed from my stomach area. So I walk into the salon and, you know, I'm like, please wax my stomach. Now I do have a thing which is called as very low pain tolerance and even temperature tolerance. Like I cannot, you know, I cannot I cannot tolerate two extremes of temperature, whether it be too cold or too hot. I just cannot deal with it. So yeah, basically what happened was that I asked that salon lady to wax my stomach, and she was warming that wax up, and when she was heating it up, she was putting on my stomach, and even when it was not that hot, I was screaming on top of my lungs, please, please, don't do it. So she couldn't basically understand when the wax actually got a lot hotter. A lot hotter, as in when she put it on my stomach and she pulled the wax strip off, my skin also came off. I was burned. My first farewell, I was burned because I decided to wax my stomach. So yes, I'm now waxing my arms because you can call it PTSD. Definitely it's PTSD. But I do not like the pain, I just don't. We're going to blend by using this, of course I could have chosen, a very traditional, very non-technological way of blending this. I could have just taken this and I could have just, but no, we're civilized people. We're living in the age of technology. We have this blender that I'm afraid if I plug it in, I'm going to wake my whole family up, but we're not going to be afraid, because you know what? We are very strong, independent, and not scared girlies. We're not going to be scared. I'm not going to be scared of my daddy waking up and asking, oh, who is it? It's me. If you cannot tell, it's me. It's me. It's magic. It's magic. Anyways, yeah. So yeah. So first, I talked about waxing, right? Let's get it out of the way. I do not like waxing. Does it make me look not like a lady? But I do not care. I do not bother. I am a lady. I do not need to prove to you that I look like a lady or not, because I have some hair strands, which by the way was very essential for my ancestors to survive in the glaciation stage of the evolution. Well, yes, I did study evolution biology, which I cannot remember even like 2% of, but I'm going to flex my knowledge a bit. So I have plugged in the blender. Moment of truth. I have to press the button and this will the cold coffee, but it will also wake my family up. Now I have to choose. It's a matter of stomach, and it's a matter of taste, and it's a matter of not waking my family up. I will choose, obviously, the cold coffee. I will wake my family up because I am a rebellious child. I will do it very quick, Scared. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Nobody woke up. Good for me. Proud of myself. Might as well give me myself a pat on the back. Proud of myself. Okay, so second beauty standard that I will talk to you about is eyebrows. So if you're on the topic of hair, we might as well talk about eyebrows. Well, I've not gotten them done ever since my birth, which is 23 years. I've not gotten my eyebrows plucked, and they're nice, we can see them. They're okay. I do not need to get them waxed. By the way, this also has a funny story, right? I will take my glasses off so you can see my not so done eyebrows for this part of conversation. Anyways, we want to get a glass. I'll get a fancy glass because I'm making a YouTube video, and people do fancy stuff for that. By the way, this is my cold coffee. See, guys. Ooh, gold. Yeah, I made the coffee. Anyways, I'll give it to my sister later. So, second beauty standard that I was talking to you about is my eyebrows. I have not gotten them done ever. The story behind that is basically I have a scar over here, right? I got 9 stitches when I was a kid. So basically what happened was my mother, she went to shop and she left me with the neighbor, and that neighbor basically was a fan of Jumpy Man. I cannot blame her, even I am now. So she was watching that, and then this song, if you know, you know. the song, oh my god, I forgot, Moja Hi Moja was on. So a step of Moja Hi Moja is this, like this, doing this with your feet, and I was doing this very religiously. And what happened was I was wearing Salman Khan's advertised flight chappal, and those chappal caused me to fall on my face, and it basically gave me scars for my life. Scars for my life I got because of Salman Khan and his flight chappal. Only if I'd had better grip, I would not have fallen, and I would not have gotten these 9 stitches anyways. So these stitches are the reason. Basically, I'm really scared of getting my eyebrows waxed. I don't know, I feel like after 10 years they might just burst open because of waxing them, or I don't know, man, I don't know. That's another fear that I have. So I'm not going to get it done. Not gonna get it done. I like myself uncivilized. I like it. I like myself like that. I like myself like that. Oh my god. By the way, talking while making videos is really hard. I don't know how influencers do it, but gotta give it to them. I think they're really smart. Anyways, another beauty standard that I would like to talk to you about, that I personally do not align myself with, is weight. Now, I have, you can think of any body type. I have basically, been in that body type in my past 6 years of my life. So when I was a teenager, I was so skinny, I was like a twig, like literally this twig. And then when I was maturing and becoming more woman-like, my woman body parts, they grew, and I got to accumulate fat around areas where I did not think fat was could be accumulated. So I did that, and I got fat, really fat. So basically I experienced what it was like going from thin to thick in my body, in this body. So yeah, I was thick. So when I was thin, people used to say like, oh, when are you going to get thick, when are you going to gain some weight? And when I actually gained some weight, people used to call me, what are you doing? Why are you getting so fat? Why don't you work out? Why don't you join the gym? Why don't you do some sports activities? Well, I know, man, I know. The thing that happened with me was I got really obsessed with food. I got like really obsessed with food. Like, I dance when it comes to good food. Even today I ate momos, and I was so happy because they were really amazing momos. Afghani momos for the win. So they were really tasty. But the thing is that I do get this fluctuating cycles of my weight, and I really do not understand what's the obsession of being a certain body type is. Like, we're all humans. Let's all eat, let's all have fun, let's all celebrate and dance and eat. Please, can we just do that in peace and just enjoy our life? Like, if somebody wants to be thin, they will be thin. They will want to be thin, and they will do something to become thin. We don't need to tell them, that you look fat. Of course, they have a mirror. They can see that. They're looking fat, they're looking thin. They can see that. They can just see that. Let them be. Please, just let them be. Please. So, third is weight, as we talked about. Another beauty that I do not like. Well, let me think about it. Why am I not able to think about any beauty standard? Acne. Oh my god, how can I forget acne? Guys, I struggled with acne all my life. I cannot even tell you how many pimples I used to have and what all I have not done. I've done everything, I have done everything. Literally, there is nothing that I have not done in order to get my acne cleared. I walked in the grass. I have applied neem on my bare cheeks. I have applied tomato. I have applied vitamin C. Not in the form of serums, I would say, no, but in the form of lemons, the good old vitamin C, the nature that gives us. I've done that. But I also applied like a lot of skincare, like a good lot of skincare. I've went to dermatologist. I've done everything in my past, but my acne has been, like, again, fluctuating. But honestly, I've come to terms with it, and my skin is pretty clear right now, but I do not care. Anyways, because I have had so many acne, my skin has a lot of scars, acne scars and everything. Now people want to get removed, like people want to remove these as well. Like, you're telling me for my acne scars I have to pay again money to get them removed, to get them laser removed, because they do not go. Well, I do not want them to go. I want them to stay. In fact, they tell me a story of like the time that I had these pimples, and it was like really dark time for me, but then I've actually come out of that time and I've grown up like everybody do, and I'm happy. And these scars are scars, they're okay, they make me me. And you know what, I read this somewhere, actually some star said it, and I heard it, that it's better if I see my own face age than to not recognize myself at all. Like, I can get all these treatments done, but let's be honest, I cannot get them done. These need money, a lot of the money which I do not have. But if I could get them done hypothetically, then I would get them done, bro. Honey, I would get them done. Oh, sorry, I would not get them done. I'm sorry. Because A, I do not really think that I need to get them done, and 2, I like it. I like my scars. I do not need to get rid of them. I'm not going to be on a cover of Vogue magazine anytime in the near future, so forget it. So this was my 4th acne scars. I think it's ridiculous what people go through because of acne, and I do not think it's necessary at all. Anyways, cheers. A solid 6 out of 10, not 10 out of 10. I will be honest. Honesty is something that we appreciate over here, so I'm not going to lie. Anyways, so the acne scars. Other than that, what else do I have? Yeah, guys, what has been happening in the world recently? I've seen that people are getting rid of these smile lines. What are you telling me? Even these are not supposed to be here? God, where are we going, man? As people, as in the world, what is happening? People are getting rid of these smile lines. Dude, I think they're so gorgeous. So yeah, even this, like all these lines, fine lines, and all these smile lines that people are getting rid of. Why? Like, they make us so human. I do not understand why do people get rid of these. Anyways, this was like another point that I have. Another beauty standard that I think is ridiculous is, let me think. By the way, guys, if you did not notice, I really look different with my glasses and without my glasses. And and I really I used to think that I looked attractive without my glasses. So when I was in middle school, I used to remove them, like, and move around blind, because I'm literally blind without them. I used to trot around school blind and think that I was looking really hot and sexy and beautiful, but I was not. But yeah, another beauty standard: without glasses, girls can't look pretty. Well, they can, man. I'm pretty. Am I not, guys? Please let me know. If you will say no, then I will not talk to you. Even we don't talk. Anyways, so yeah, this was my beauty standards. What are your take? I think being a girl is honestly very exhausting. We have to care about looks. Only 3 things matter in the world for a girl. Looks. Not true. We want to be smart. We really want to be kind. We really want to be powerful. We want to have strength. We want to be able to box our predators. That's what we want. We don't want to be pretty. Well, if you're pretty, then that's just a cherry on the cake. It's not everything in the world, if I might say so myself. Please do not underestimate us women. We can look pretty. We can look hot. We just choose not to. We choose to be this goofy, comfortable, homebody type But do not underestimate ourselves. We can really pull one out. You have no idea. Do not test us. Do not test women. With this, I would like to end my video, and I would like to, postpone all the other insecurities for the next time. Let us talk about it next time. I have to really sleep. I cannot mess with my mother's circadian rhythm. She will just come out and slap me and tell me to go to sleep. Because beauty sleep, we care about looking beautiful, don't we? Well, we don't, but we have to sleep, bro. So, good night, guys. Bye. By the way, I'm really sorry if I was whispering. Well, please forgive me for whispering. I was literally making a video by hoping that I do not get caught, and I was wishing on my life that I can just get this time. Thank you for being patient with me, and thank you for turning your volume all the way up to watch me make some very horrible cold coffee. Bye bye.